America is a multicultural country with varieties of immigrants and races around the world. Thanks to giant benefits from the World War II, America became the most powerful country on our planet. When people mention the United States of America, they probably think about the greatest economy and the ideal place to live in the world. However, Black American people are nowadays worrying about their lives and their rights in the country. Since the Jim Crow laws were introduced in South United States in 1870s, the racial discrimination increased. Although its slogan was "separate but equal," it actually was understood that separate locations, separate facilities. So far, racial discrimination in America have not stopped, and probably it seems never end. Every day, African Americans are suffering from this issue drastically. In education, Black Americans receive less educated than the white counterparts. More than half the nation's Black male students will not graduate from high school. In New York and Philadelphia, only 28% Black male students graduated in 2008. In Broward County, Florida, the number was 39%, and in Chicago, 44%. In addition, Black students misbehaving in school might be punished more harshly than their white classmates. After graduating, they have difficulties in looking for a job with Black-sounding names. The huge gap in wealth distribution is another significant problem in America. In 2011, while average income of white peoples is more than $100, African Americans is less than 17 times. The economic inequality leads to the different quality of life between Black and white Americans.
Pipe that was in the wall that was loose. We sometimes keep our oven on if it circulate through the house. We need title loans to keep our lights from getting cut off, to get our water from being cut off. Right now, this is all we have.
I collect food and put it aside to feed my pigs. They have to eat too. Sometimes I might be lucky and find some packed meat and chips here. And that would be lunch for today.
It won't be easy for Black Americans to have the right to vote for changing the political system. Their call about where or how to vote local officials is always refused by the government.
Immediately investigated, and I discovered that I wasn't alone. Florida had over 1.54 million people who were just like me that couldn't vote. I have a feeling that the day I get my voting rights back...
Racial disparities have been noted in all levels of the U.S. justice system. Black Americans might get pulled over by the police more than their white friends. Police are more likely to use force against Black Americans. If there has misunderstanding, they are arrested and convicted as a crime. But America has changed. In 1960s, 60% of Americans said they could never vote for Black presidents. Almost 50 years later, the Black man Barack Obama was elected president, and 4 years later, re-elected. That's only the most obvious examples of racial progress.
Race remains a potent and often divisive force in our society. Now, I've lived long enough to know that race relations are better than they were 10 or 20 or 30 years ago, no matter what some folks say. You can see it not just in statistics, You see it in the attitudes of young Americans across the political spectrum.
Martin Luther King, in the touching speech, "I Have a Dream," said that.
Just as I have a dream, my poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream.
There also have a large number of campaigns in America happening to approach to the equal life every moment.
Black people, we shouldn't have to feel like this. We shouldn't have to protest because y'all are treating us wrong. We do this because we need to and have rights.
The United States Declaration of Independence states that we hold the truth to be self-evident that all men are created equally, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Therefore, Black Americans should keep moving toward and fighting for their better place. Everyone deserves to be behaved equally and live in the peaceful world